Hey, 12, so I'm going to explain the evaluation of your Creative Cupcakes task. So you just need to rewrite the aim here. If you're struggling with the word count, put it in italics and in grey if you don't want it to be included. First, you need to evaluate your decision. So reflect on your chosen cupcake designs, the theme, and the choice of techniques that you used as well. Did they turn out to be good choices to fit the task because they met this, and this criteria? Or were there some components that perhaps were not the best choice, and explain the reasoning for that. Evaluation, oh, there's a typo there we go, of technology. Now, usually this heading is the processes and outcomes. All right, so this evaluation is a little different. It doesn't have that section. Instead, we focus on the evaluation of technology because that's the focus for this task. So instead, it's asking you to appraise the impact of technology used to complete your cupcakes. And the way you're going to do this is reflect on the technology that you utilised and the impact it had on the outcome. You're aiming to comment on 3 different pieces of technology, remembering in the kitchen that can be particular nozzles or stamp cutters, etc. So I've given a couple of examples so you understand how you can go about writing it. So I've got an example here. A plastic 3D butterfly stamper was used for, and you explain what for, and was successful in helping to achieve the outcome of a neat, professional, realistic looking butterfly, whatever else you want to say there. Okay, then you might have a second one saying the number 26 shaggy nozzle was utilised for, however, did not achieve the desired outcome because, instead, a different piece of technology that you would identify should have been used. Okay, so aiming, like I said, for 3+, and this is how you basically go about reflecting on the key techniques that you use, but specifically talking about the technology that was required for them. Reflect on the outcome and if the same cakes could be achieved prior to the availability of modern technology that was utilised. So a summary of the overall look, right, and the outcome of the cakes, and if you're saying that they were very professional, brightly coloured, glistening, etc., then you want to comment and say 200 years ago, in the 1800s when the first cupcakes were being made, could the same results be achieved? Why or why not? All right. And then also making a comment here about the possible impact of new and emerging technologies on your cake designs and how they would be produced. For example, we have investigated in class the 3D edible printer. So is this likely or could this possibly have an impact on the designs you chose, right? In the future, are they more likely to be 3D printed rather than hand rolled? Okay, something like that, or there may be another technology you'd like to investigate. So see, this whole section is really focusing on the technology and then linking with your outcomes. This section here is one you would have covered before, evaluation of preparation and planning. Okay, so what planning and preparation was done or lack of, and how did it affect the practical and the final product? So using examples, all right, and here is what I want you to talk quite a lot about. Planning should include what you learnt during the trials, and if your cupcake design, of your cupcake designs and what you did to improve them or what worked well. Okay, because that is a big part of planning for this. This is where you learn most when you do your trial at school, and maybe if you did a trial at home. So I want specific examples, okay, of things that you changed, of things that you planned or timed or watched a video on, right, because there was a lot of planning involved with this task. Here's an example of the sort of detail and wording you would need to have. A bad example is the rose cake looked good and professional. I've heard that plenty of times, but that actually does not give any sort of depth or detail. It doesn't link to your planning either. Instead, you might say the pink fondant rose cake looked neat and professional due to the rose shaping technique being trialled and practiced at home. Edible glitter was dusted over the rose, giving it a feminine look, and the green petal complemented the pink colour of the rose. Okay, so this example has gone on to explain why it looked professional and it looked neat. If you had any suggestions for things that could be improved, commenting there and what would be done differently next time. Hope that makes sense, and good luck. 500 words as always.